Plaintiff Chantel Mathis says she and the defendant have been friends for years, and they are the godmothers of each other's children. Chantel is devastated that this lawsuit has torn them apart because now their children don't see each other. Chantel is suing for a cell phone bill and termination fee. Defendant London Jackson says the reason her friendship with Chantel went south is because during London's going-away party, Chantel disappeared for 2.5 hours and then came back smelling like marijuana. London denies owing Chantel for anything.
Explain your case.
Well, I met London about 10 years ago. We were working together in a rehabilitation facility. We became good friends over the years, at least I thought. London herself is the godmother of my twin boys, as well as I'm the godmother of her daughter. And this situation has been hurtful, more so for the fact that my kids can't, intertwine with her daughter any longer, as well as myself.
Over $160?
Yeah, we lost communication with one another.
Did you tell your kids that?
No, I didn't tell my kids that.
I know you didn't.
No.
You can't speak to your godmother or your godbrother and sisters anymore because of $160. I know you didn't. Go ahead.
And this situation, we came this far because of the fact that I feel as if she owes and she needs to pay.
Okay, let me hear from you before we get into the details of the phone bill you're suing about. Ma'am?
First of all, I would like to say it's an honor being in the courtroom.
Thank you.
Hi, Doyle. He is so handsome.
Doyle, I always get the honor, he gets the flirting. I get honored, he gets hit on. Go ahead. Let's change places.
The situation is beyond the phone bill. The situation is because I had a going away party for me and my daughter.
When?
June 3rd of 2012. We were talking prior to this situation. So she came, she ate, left the kids. Then she said, well, I have to drop my aunt off somewhere on the west side. We was across the street from the west side. It don't take nobody but 5 minutes to get to the west side. She was gone for 2.5 hours and left her kids. My dad came to me, where's their mother?
Was the party over?
The party was almost over. We was wrapping up and everything. I called her, she didn't answer the phone. Her little cousin called her and she answered the phone, and she came 2.5 hours late, smelling like a pound of weed. I was very disappointed because we was leaving the next day. We wasn't coming back.
And have you all spoken since then?
No, we have not.
When did this phone issue come up?
She mentioned something about it maybe after the phones got cut off.
When was that?
I could say probably September.
Of
2011.
Of 11?
2011. We have talked.
So you all continued to be friends after the phone issue? It
wasn't a big issue at all.
Ma'am, is that true, what she just said?
No, it's not.
Tell me about the party, when it occurred, and when the phones were turned off.
Okay, far as the party situation, I already stated to her that, yes, I'm bringing my kids, and I had my older cousin, which is 18, there with them. So they weren't just left there unattended at the party. Myself, yes, I went and took my aunt home, and I seen my cousin. So we started talking for a minute. I was not gone for 2 hours. So when I came back, yes, the party was getting over. And when I talked to my cousin, she said, London said the party about to be over. So I'm like, okay. I told my kids to go get in a car because they were standing basically at the curb. The party was basically over.
They were standing at the curb?
Yeah, because it was a driveway. It was at someone's house. It was a driveway. Well, not so much at the curb.
So you did abandon your kids, like she said. They at the curb.
Well, they weren't at the curb. Go ahead. They were outside in front of the house. Let me clear it up.
When were the cell phones cut off?
In 2011, in September, because...
Hold on.
Okay.
And the incident occurred June of 12.
Right.
So you told me you all stopped speaking when the phones were cut off. You said that was the reason.
Well, yeah, the reason...
That's what you told me. But yet you all kept speaking clearly.
Because she told me she was going to...
I don't care because. Okay. You said you stopped September of 11. And now we know June of 12, You were dropping your kids off, having a party with her. Everything was fine. You were telling her, look, I'm going to leave my supervisor here and I'll be back. I'm going over to my aunt's. And she said, okay, no problem. That's speaking, isn't it?
Okay, yes, it is.
Okay. So far, you've perjured yourself. What else you want me to know?
Well, okay. Well, she had told me in 2011 that she had lost her job. So me being the person that I am was a friend to her. I didn't dwell on, okay, when you gonna pay me? When you gonna pay me? When you gonna pay me?
Now, first, what was the agreement?
Okay, the agreement was we had a contract for 2 years, and if it was canceled within the 2 years, then we would have a termination fee.
Canceled by whom? Either party, the phone company, canceled by whom?
For non-payment of the bill.
Okay. By either party?
Yes.
And both parties would have to pay the termination fee regardless of who caused the termination?
Yes.
For example, if you didn't pay your share but she paid hers, she would still have to pay a termination fee even though she didn't do anything wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the...
You agreed to that?
No, I didn't.
All right.
No, I didn't.
And you know you're hard to believe. You know that.
We didn't bring...
You know you're hard to believe.
Oh, well,
All right, so what happened?
Okay, she had a plan and I had a plan. It was just basically in my name.
Okay.
And we were paying the bill for about a year. She paid her part, I paid my part, or however that may go. Then when she lost her job in August, she came to the conclusion that she wasn't going to be able to pay the bill any longer. And we both said it, because I told her it was becoming costly for myself also.
So you both agreed to shut it off?
Right. We both agreed to turn it off. So I had told her that there's a termination fee for each plan.
Did she agree to pay it? What did she say when you all were discussing it?
She said that she would pay it.
Okay. And she never did?
No, she
all right.
never
What's
did.
the cell phone bill you're suing her for?
The cell phone bill was suing her for $50 because her bill was normally like close to $100, and when
she didn't pay it?
No.
Okay, you have the things that she failed to pay. Ma'am, let me hear from you. She says.
First of all, Judge, I lost my job in December on the 28th of 2011.
I'm sorry to hear that, but it's irrelevant.
Chantel came to me. Chantel came to me and said that I had upgraded my phone to a touchscreen phone.
Ma'am, did you all have an agreement, and what was that agreement?
No, we didn't have an agreement at all.
So you had a phone, and there was no discussion about who would pay. Please listen.
Okay.
You had a phone on her account, but there was no discussion as to how and when and how much you would pay.
No, I mean as far as paying the termination fee when the phone got terminated.
Paying for the phone, period.
Yes. We split the bill. Our bill came up to $149 a month. We had split it down. We didn't have separate plans.
I heard you 50-50.
Okay,
now
50-50. She would pay 70 or whatever.
I heard you, ma'am. Okay. Now what happened?
Now it's in August. The phones got cut off actually in August.
There you go.
I paid $70 on the phone bill. She didn't pay her portion. The phones got cut off.
She said you all mutually agreed to cut them off.
No, we didn't.
That didn't happen.
We didn't talk about it.
It was cut off because she didn't pay her side?
Yes, that's right.
All right, and so the termination fee only occurred because she didn't pay.
She didn't pay her half.
Had she paid, it would not have been terminated.
Exactly.
Ma'am, did you pay your half?
Yes, I did.
All right, you have evidence?
No.
All right, and you've perjured yourself already, right?
Right.
So I couldn't believe what you said.
Right.
In fact, I could have dismissed it earlier, right after you perjured yourself. I was nice enough to see if you can give me a lie I would believe. Your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
Like up to her. I didn't know that it was because of the party. I was just here because, I was hearing from people on Facebook that she buying Louis and Gucci and Prada, and she couldn't take care of the phone bill. You know what I mean? That's what I was under the impression that, why couldn't you take care of this simple termination fee? And you did say, I said I see what
I could do. I didn't never say that I was gonna, and I put $50 on there.
But you just told the judge. You just told the judge that you didn't make that statement.
I did not make that statement. No, I did not.
You just now said I'm gonna see what I can do.
I did not say that I was gonna pay a bill. I live in a different state. I'm moving on with my life. The past is the past. It's as simple as that. If I come to Buffalo, the kids can see each other. But other than that, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and that's where I'm gonna stay.